Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? It is Hump Day Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. Let's get it going again. So, what did we see yesterday in the markets? Cross board. So, SPY just gapped up and just had a rampage right at the gate, right? Pulled back, ran into a little bit of resistance, 293.50, pulled back, and then kind of traded sideways the rest of the day. Sector-wise, kind of same thing. I think we ended up closing, I think 7 or 8 green, and I think 3 or 4 obviously red. But overall, it was a strong day in the markets. Bulls definitely in control. That being said, there was definitely some selling pressure, some shares being dumped onto the market. A lot of pullbacks after this pullback from SPY. So it gave us a lot of opportunities to obviously the downside. There were some nice runners as well. There was definitely some retracement from some fades being put onto the market. So we got to keep an eye on a number of securities. We only got 5 going into our session, so let's kick it off right here. We got BHVN. As you can see, it sold off yesterday quite hard, a little over 23%. Closed the day, quote unquote, relatively strong after the gap. That being said, there's a lot of chatter on this pharmaceutical company right now. Our level is 35. If it continues to show weakness, if it trades below VWAP, then it's probably going to fade out continuously today as well. But if it fights fill this gap, then obviously we'll step aside. But we anticipate some more selling pressure after the dust settles. There's some little action pre-market that you're seeing. Nothing too much to be concerning, obviously, to the upside, but we're going to keep an eye on this, and if it trades below VWAP, any pullbacks will mitigate risk. Grub, obviously it cracked through that wedge on the daily, and putting in that curl, lower highs and lower lows, it looks like it's trying to get back into that channel. So we anticipate the channel. We like it to 61. I think it kind of sucked in some buyers once it cracked this trend line. And technically, and it has some after hours last night and pre-market. You have a little bit of love, but again, we think that it's going to continue to fade out. So we're going to see if this is going to be it's going to come right back into this channel and fade out. So we're going to obviously keep an eye on this thing. Anytime it pulls back to VWAP, we'll mitigate risk. CASY, as you can see, obviously had that run up on the 11th and starting to put in some lower highs and lower lows yesterday. Sold off a little over a point, nothing too crazy, but definitely making its way down. If it's going to start putting this curl in, plenty of room to the downside. Obviously, 143 would be a target, but 150 is going to be the initial target to reach. And if it reaches that level and holds or breaches, then we'll continue to the downside. But we definitely like this for a couple points minimum. SAFM, as you can see, also sold off on the 17th. It's just been putting in lower highs and lower lows, you can see right here. Found a little bit of support, but still looking fairly weak on the daily. We like it to the 130 level, so another 3.5 points to the downside. Again, until market dictates otherwise, till we have a clear reversal, we definitely like this continuous to the 130 level conservatively. And again, it shows some weakness going into the close, so we're going to keep an eye on this. Obviously, mitigate risk anytime below VWAP. We're going to wrap it up with CCL. CCL obviously closed almost flat, pretty much. I mean, it had a little bit of a gap down, and then it traded up pre-market yesterday. Put that reversal in right after it ran up for, I think, about 30 minutes yesterday morning. Cracked through VWAP and just traded lower and lower all day yesterday. So showing some weakness, and the trend obviously is in. You can see it's in that channel on the bottom right of the daily here. It's in the middle of the channel, so we anticipate the 50 level. So we got a couple more points of downside. Not a huge ATR. It's only a point ATR, but we're going to keep an eye on this. And obviously, it's kind of a stress-free trade because it's right in the middle of this channel right now. And again, it's hitting on the 50-day moving average right on top of the price right now. So if it's going to put pressure, that'll help push this thing to the downside. So we like another 2 points of downside. So that's what we got going on, guys. We got 5 going into our session. And as always, you got to be very, very diligent, very, very patient with these setups. You want to know how we're doing it, how we're choosing these stocks, how we're building our watch list. Come check out the site at thestreettrading.com and have a look around. Any questions you have, you want to join the course, the 90-day course, you reach out to us. We'll definitely here to answer any questions you may have. As always, guys, we're always here for you. Be very diligent with your stops. Be patient with your setups. And let price come to you. All right, guys, have a great day in the market, and we will check you later.